mouth of his men. Right. Okay, and we doing this to escape those sad perils, man. You know, it said you're gonna be saved by your works and by your faith, man, whereby you believe. You know, so that have belief, that faith, and that work go hand in hand, man. You can't have one without the other, man. Like Love in the Marriage song. You know.
Real talk.
Is that it? Yep. Just to land back off the brothers, man, because the Lord is going to shut the mouth of his men and take this word from y'all, man. This is Amos chapter 8 and verse 11. Behold, the days come, saith Yahweh Bashem Yahushai power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a famine of thirst. Salakia. Let me start that again. This is Amos chapter 8 and 11. Behold, the days come, saith Yahweh Bashem Yahushai power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man. So the Lord is going to take this word, just like the brother said, he's going to close up the mouth of his prophets, man. And you people pursuant to the scriptures, I believe it's in Isaiah when it says you're going to be crying through the streets for wine, man. Right, you know what I'm saying? There's going to be a crying in the street for wine, man. That wine is talking about this word, man. You know, and y'all not going to be able to find it, man. Because let me continue. Verse 12, and they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east, they shall run to and fro to seek the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and shall not find it, man. You know, you're not going to be able to find this word because he's going to take his prophets, he's going to shut the mouth of his prophets and take them off the streets, man. And you people going to be looking for it while y'all scoffing now, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, like the elder said over there, like the elder Yatazak said, man, they're going to be coming on boats. Coming on boats and different types of vehicles trying to get that word, man, trying to hear something, man, trying to get that good stuff, that gospel, bro. right. Guess what? Ah, man, they ain't gonna be able to find it. It's gonna be like that movie, the Book of Eli. You know?
Be proud. The word is precious, man.
Man,
how many? About 20, almost 30-something brothers in this camp. 30-something man of the Lord, man, and the other brothers on the other side. Compared to Dallas and Fort Worth, man. Right. Hey, that's a small ass number, man. Yep. You know, you people ain't gonna be able to find us in that day, man. Right. You know, they'll be like the brother going there, they gonna be looking, man. But what you say was gonna happen? No, listen. Right. You know, I ain't saying you ain't getting nothing from me.
God. Y'all, the man of the Lord gonna be put up in a nice little nest somewhere, man. Right. Protected. You know. We ain't gonna be out there in that folly in the madness like that, most high willing, man. You know, you gonna seek, but you shall not find.
That's right.
You got it, brother.
Yeah. This is back in Matthew chapter 22, and I'll start back at at 7. It says, but when the king heard thereof, he was wroth, and he had sent forth his army and destroyed those murderers and burned up their city.
Yeah, man, and that's what this brother was going into. You know what I'm saying? That window is closing. There's going to be a point in time where you're not going to be able to hear this, man. We're going to stop it. We're going to stop. The wedding's about to start, you know? So we ain't going to be here all day, every day. You know? That window is closing down to the point where like the brother Patak had mentioned, man, that we're not going to be out here doing what we're doing right now, man. Esau's going to come out with it. You know, with his course. You know what I'm saying? And then we're not going to be able to do this. You know, you already see the restrictions that he's putting on YouTube. Exactly. That's a small beginning right there. You can't do it. Man, you gotta be wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove with your titles, you know. You can't just be putting whatever, you know, like back in the day, you know, Esau, that nigga Esau gonna be put to death. The so-called white man in parentheses, you know what I'm saying? You can't do that no more.
That's how Shimon whatever they call it, man. Esau is, hey man, he's slowly balling that Constitution up, man. About to throw that bitch in the trash, man. You know? The rights of these so-called people, the rights that you people think y'all got, man, this nigga getting ready to take guns. Man, they about to go through a checklist on that motherfucker and X all that out, man. You know?
That's crazy though, that you know, freedom of speech and the right to carry a weapon or a gun is a part of our amendments. But then we exercising hate speech whenever we put our videos up on YouTube. But I thought this was a free country. This is America, freedom of speech. You know, it's one of my inalienable rights, right? I have a right to express my thoughts, the things that I believe, you know what I'm saying? But then I can't, I can't, you know? But people, like, I can't see why people haven't been addressing that.
Right.
You know, you can't call homosexual a faggot. But then again, that's my opinion. You know, what do you care? That's what I think. I can say what I want. According to what is that?
One of them amendments.
Yeah.
I ain't in school right now, so I don't even speak.
Well, yeah, the brother says, you know, it's part of our Constitution, you know what I'm saying? So what the hell? That's that, you know, it's like at the end of the day, you know, fuck Esau.
That's right.
But yeah, go ahead, keep going on that. Read that verse again about the Lord sent his army.
Okay, come, verse 7. But when the king heard thereof, he was wroth and sent forth his armies and destroyed those murderers and burned up their cities.
Yeah, man. So you see all the times that Esau has sent forth his armies to kill, or his you know, officers and police and all that, whatever, you know, centurions to kill the prophets speaking the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. The Most High is going to send his armies and his servants, right? Because what did you bring out in Luke? You know, it said that he was going to send start. You know which part I'm talking about? Why am I thinking about that?
Say what?
That he was going to start sending his servants out to kill.
Oh, that wasn't Luke.
Oh, that was
It gotta be this one.
Okay, it's gotta be that one. Okay, keep going on that one.
Okay, verse 8, it says, Then said he to his servants, The wedding is ready, but they which were bidden were not worthy. Go ye therefore unto the highways, and as many as ye shall find, bid to the marriage.
Right, so most of these people aren't worthy, man.
Right.
You know, you see someone passing by, like the brother that brought out, you know, saying like, man, I got my merchandise, you know, I just bought like some ox, you know, I gotta go handle them, I got my wife and kids, you know, I gotta feed them, I gotta deal with them, you know what I'm saying? You know, them people aren't worthy.
That's right.
You know, that's why Yahweh Shai said that, you know, him that put his hands on the plow and looking back is now fit for the kingdom.
Hey, it's gotta be right in there. Lose it all, man. Like, who's that, when that Peter them asked me, what we gonna get for following you, man? If they give up lose a father, mother, or wife, or child, or brother, you know, etc., you roughly paraphrasing, man, you gonna get that back a hundredfold, man. So he's like, well, Yahweh Shai told us, man, we gotta be prepared to lose it all, man.
Right.
Okay? Our houses, man, everything, our so-called livelihood on this side, man. You know? That's just come with the deal, man. And it's a good ass deal, man, to lose this bullshit, man. To get the kingdom forever, man. Rulership, joint heirs, man, to get those new bodies, man. To have our enemies in subjection, you know. To see the Edomites totally obliterated from the planet Earth, you know. To see the earth, and hey, as Yahweh Shem Yahushai set it up during the time of Adam, how it was supposed to be, man. Or paradise, man. You know.
Unfathomable. Everything that you're gonna have that you gave up on this world for the Lord's sake, man, it's gonna be restored unto you times 7 and much more. Man. You know, according to the scriptures, baby. That's why we running this race. You know,
That's right.
that's why we out here trying to get invited to be bidded to get invited to that marriage, man. I want to go to the wedding. You know?
And we hate our lives unto death in this place, man. This place ain't worth dying for, man. We want the kingdom. We seek that which is to come, pursuant to Hebrews the 13th chapter, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Okay. Matthew 22:10. So those servants went out into the highways and gathered together all as many as they found, both bad and good, and the wedding was furnished with guests.
Yeah, man, he went. Hey, it said bad and good. You know, we all a part of that bad. You know what I'm saying? We all like we were talking about at the beginning of this video. You know what I'm saying? We all come from all manners of life. You know, walks of life. You know, we've all committed all kinds of sin against the Lord. All different types of transgression, all kinds of wickedness. You know, brothers done drugs, brothers committed adultery. You know what I'm saying? Eating pork. You know what I'm saying? But like that, we brought out that scripture. You know, through that word, we are sanctified. You know what I'm saying? Roughly paraphrasing. You know, so through this word, and you know, through the blood of your house, through sacrifice of Yahushua, man, we are able to make that slate made clean.
Right.
You know? So that's why I said, you know, bid them that are good and bad. You know, as long as you have faith and believe and come into this thing and receive the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of how Bashem Yahushai, you can be a part of that number right there.
That's right.
Right? Go ahead.
Verse 11. And when the king came in to see the guests, he saw there a man which had not on a wedding garment. And he said unto him, Friend, how comest thou in hither, having not a wedding garment? Watch. And he was speechless.
Yeah, man. So, that's that wisdom, that knowledge, that truth, man. That garment that represents, you know, there's gonna be people trying to come into this thing when it's too late.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, you're gonna try and go and sneak in through the door, you know what I'm saying, or climb up the wall, you know what I'm saying, and come in there not knowing that you need a wedding garment.
Right.
You know that, you know, not an actual garment, but you know, like the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, like the Mansapa said, the truth, man.
The blood of the Lord, man.
You know, they said, you know, why come and stay here without no wedding garment? And the dude was like, oh, damn, I didn't know I needed a garment, you know what I'm saying? You see everybody walking, you know, they got their stuff on, you know what I'm saying? This one dude come in with
Slide in.
Come in with some house shoes, some flip flops on, Jordan jersey, Brown jersey. Man, what you doing, bro?
And if can I add real quick? And pursuant to Isaiah 33 and 6, man, knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of thy time and strength of salvation, man. So that knowledge and wisdom is strengthening the salvation of the men you seeing out here on the highways and byways, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why we do what we do, man. You know, we're strengthening our salvation, man. So you scoffers and scorners can sit on the couch, be a keyboard warriors and whatever, all you want. We out here doing it, man. We trying to put in that work, man, because we want to receive those sure mercies of David, man.
That's right. Incorruptible crown.
Come.
It's Matthew 22 and 13. It says, Then said the king to the servant, Bind him hand and foot, and take him away, and cast him into outer darkness. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth, for many are called, but few are chosen.
Yeah, man. So they're gonna take him, man, and it's gonna be put to death. You know what I'm saying? That's why John talks about, you know, you can't. There's only one way into the sheepfold. You know, that one entrance. If you try to come in, it's like it's a thief coming breaking in. You know. So without this wedding garment, without you having the proper material, I want to say, to enter into this thing, you're not gonna make it.
Right.
You know, you need. That's why the scriptures say in 1 Corinthians, you know, it talks about being one-minded. You know, you can't be talking about something else, and then I'm like, okay, you know, I believe it's like this, but then, you know, you gotta.
But the way I talk to something that you're a Muslim, it doesn't mix, man.
Oh, but I know y'all seen them bumpers. It's got the symbol of the fish, and the cross, and then the half moon.
Star, and they all around in a circle.
And then it says,
Yang, yang.
and it spells out coexist. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Lord's not looking for that.
That's Babel. Now we're Babel like motherfucker, man.
You know, that's why they do that. You know, I'm pretty sure. Let's say, for example, we were all chilling in the wedding, right? We're all talking. Okay, all the doors are closed and everything, right? The bidding is done.
Yeah.
Right, and then you see, like you say, you see a dude with some flip flops and a jersey, you know,
Jersey, LeBron jersey.
I really looking at him.
You know, I'm pretty sure Ben Ayah would be the first one to run up to him and be like, hey man, where's your wedding garment at?
Right.
You know?
Right.
And they ain't gonna tell him, hey man, he ain't got, you know.
Going about.
They also go to those foolish virgins as well, man.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. Man, my brother can grab Zephaniah for me, bro. One, bro, and start at 7. So let's go on exactly into what the brother we just read it, man, about their wedding, man, you know.
1 and 7?
Yeah, start at 7, verse 7 and 8.
This is Zephaniah chapter 1 and verse 7. Hold thy peace at the presence of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai power, for the day of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is at hand.
Yep.
For Yahweh Bashem Yahushai hath prepared a sacrifice, he hath bid his guests.
Ooh, he had prepared that sacrifice. What is the sacrifice going to, man? What did it say? I think that Ezekiel, man, he got that that sacrificing the Idumea, man, that great slaughter in Basel, roughly paraphrasing, man. He had bid his guests. What is that talking about? What we read right here in Matthew 22, man. Okay? Those guests were bid. Hey, you know what I'm saying? They came in, man. You know? Keep going, bro. But hey, it talks about that in that same verse. It said about that dude that had didn't have a wedding garment on. Keep going, bro.
Verse 8. And it shall come to pass in the day of Yahweh's sacrifice.
The video, get out the way, man.
Yeah, but that was
Zephaniah chapter 1 and verse 8. And shall come to pass in the day of Yahweh's sacrifice that I will punish the princes and the king's children.
Hey, Salaka, bro, can you start over? Salaka, bro. That's my train of thought.
Double, man.
Keep going, brother.
Zephaniah chapter 1 and verse 8.
Yeah.
And it shall come to pass in the day of Yahweh's sacrifice that I will punish the princes and the king's children and all such as are clothed with strange apparel.
Yep, warn them back. Hey, tie them up and bite them and throw them into outer darkness, man. There should be weeping and gnashing of teeth, man. That's what that's going into, man. You know, if you don't have that garment on, man, which is just true, like the brother Brian, like the priest Brian Supply said, man. Hey, man, you gonna hey, the Most High gonna deal. Hey, you gonna get X'd out, man. You know. Straight up, man. Straight up and down, man. You know? And there's plenty of scriptures that prove that those garments, it ain't talking about no actual garment, man.
Right,
you know? Like Job, like it said in the book of Job, man, I have put on righteousness, man.
Yeah,
you know?
Right.
And even in Revelations, man, know to keep thy garment, man.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Hey, man.
Right.
So if you ain't got on that proper attire, you know, your Heavenly Father's gonna put you to death, man. You know?
That's right. Wow. Good point.
That's right.
Anybody else got?
I got this last little part just to tie it all back together. This is back in Luke 14, and I'm going to start at 23. And it says, And the Lord said unto the servant, Go out into the highways and the hedges, and compel them to come in, that my house may be filled. For I say unto you, that none of those men which were bidden shall taste of my supper. And there went a great multitude with him, and he turned and said unto them, If any man come to me, and hate not his father and his mother, and his wife and his children, and brethren and sisters, yea, and his own life also, he cannot be my disciple. And whosoever doth not bear his cross and come after me cannot be my disciple. All right? And that was basically plain, man. You know? So come out here. You getting bid to come to the marriage, man. Hey, show up.
That's right.
Yeah, man, don't call your mom, son. Hate you, mama. Nah, that ain't what it is. You know, Jacob gets simple, man. You know, it's not what it's talking about, man. You know, I also know when it comes down to it, man, what it's going into is, hey, man, you got to choose your how about Shem Yahushua over there, man. You know, at the end of the day, man, our people are not going. They're not going to do, man, what your how about Shem Yahushua, wants us to do, man. Unless he puts that spirit on them to do so, man. You know, that's why we got our people still celebrating these holidays, eating pork, eating all these abominable foods, going to these church houses, man. You know.
The scriptures speak on, I believe it's in John 15. It might be in John 6. That the Lord, that Yahweh has to draw you, man. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you can't, you know, and these Christians love to say, you know, I chose Jesus. You know, when Jesus, which is Yahushua, the true biblical name is Yahushua, he tells you in John the 15th chapter that he chose you, man. He chooses. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I tell you at church, man, if new members come down, who wants to be saved? You know, it's not up to you, dog.
Right.
You know?
And they'll be like, all right, I'm about to close, but if anybody wants to come up to the altar, bow their heads, I'll send somebody over to pray for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, bro. I can't, man. I did that shit. You know what I'm saying?
I did that. We all did that shit.
You know what I'm talking about.
Jake had that zeal, but not according to knowledge.
There it is. Come.
I was like, man, I'm not even gonna say that. I did this shit. So, anybody else? All right, with that, want to say Kal Halal?
Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushai, Ba'Hashem, Rakak Wadash.
Double honor to Apostle Nelson, Grand Milson, teaching real well, and peace and blessings to the Akim scattered throughout the four corners, keeping his word, truth, and sincerity. Shalom.
Shalom.